Hello there, my internet friends. I hope you all are doing amazing today. Happy Wednesday. It's your friend Jerry Tolliver here. I want to talk to y'all about these car notes. Ooh, I want to talk to y'all about these car notes because I'll be honest, I see a lot of people going broke paying a car note, and we're going to stop the madness today, y'all. We are going to stop the madness. We are not going to keep paying these 22 interest car notes. We are not going to keep spending all of our money trying to pay on a car. We are not going to keep broke trying to pay for somebody else's merchandise. We're not going to keep doing this. We're going to keep our money in our pockets so that we can invest it, so that we can save it, so that we can do something more productive with it. If there's one thing that I have learned about money, is that it's really just a tool. And oftentimes we use the money to do things that don't mean anything. We use the money to buy things that have no value. We use money and we just throw it away, because trust me, I've been there. I've done that, y'all. And so we're going to talk about how you can buy a car the smart way. One of the questions that I get pretty often is, how do I get a car at a decent price? How can I, get a decent rate on a vehicle? Well, there's a couple of things that you want to know, but the first thing you got to do is you got to do some research, y'all. You got to do the research, okay? You got to do the research if you want to buy a vehicle, if you want to get the best rate, if you want to stop spending so much money on your note, okay? So what I want you all to do today is, I know y'all know somebody that needs to learn this kind of information. I know y'all know somebody that's spending 14, 20, 29, 30% on a car note. I know you know somebody. You might even be that somebody. Trust me, I was that somebody. The first car that I ever bought in my life, y'all, was this burnt orange 2004 Grand Prix. It's the first car I had ever financed in my life, right? But here's the problem. That car note cost me 2-3 times the amount that it was even worth. That car note had 30% interest on it, because I ain't know no better. So when you know better, you do better. And today we're going to learn better. So as y'all are popping in here, just say hey, Let me know your name where you guys are tuning in from. Let me know your name where you all are tuning in from. We're going to talk about how you can pay a little bit of nothing for a car note. Now, step one, first of all, hey, wait a minute. Hold on. Times the amount that it was even worth. That car note. Here we go. I got echoes. Here we go. So if y'all want to know how to buy a car, right? Some people are like, well, my car note is $400, it's $500, it's $600. A lot of people are spending way too much money on a car note. And if you find that you're really overextended on your car note, if you feel like you don't have enough money in your bank account, you don't have enough money left over at the end of the month, and you got more bills at the end of the month, you're like, where did it go? A lot of our monies are going towards car notes. A lot of our money could be saved. The other day, actually, this may have been yesterday, I had a young woman that was arguing the fact that, a lot of people don't have money to save. They don't have money to invest. They don't have money to put away for retirement. They don't have money to start a business. Yes, they do. Where that money is going is food, is going to car notes, is going to overpriced housing. That's what it's going to. But if you can redirect that money, if you can save some money, $200, $300, $400, $500 on a car note, and redirect it into somewhere that can make you more prosperous for you and your family, wouldn't you rather do that? Wouldn't you rather spend $300 a month on a vacation, or saving up towards a vacation, or $300 a month towards retirement, or $300 a month towards a sweet investment that can double or triple your money? Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? Instead, we're spending all our money on car notes. Instead, we're spending our money on stuff that's losing value anyway. The moment that you drive the car off the lot, it has absolutely no value. Well, with the exception of some vehicles, but nevertheless, if you really think about it, your car is losing value day after day, month after month, year after year. So how do we stop that? How can we stop the bleeding from our pockets? How can we stop throwing money away? Well, this is one really good place to start, is looking at the note that you're paying on your car right now. Now, drop it in the comments right now. How many people in here are paying a car note? If you are paying a car note right now, Hey, Antoinette from Wisconsin. Hey, Jacob. Hey, Lucretia. Let me know in the comments, how many of you guys are paying a car note right now? Let me know. Hey, Tammy. How many of you all are paying a car note? Don't be shy. This is a no judgment zone, by the way. And so if anybody jumps in here and you share any of the information that I'm asking you to share, this is a no judgment zone. So if anybody has anything disrespectful to say or anything ignorant to say, just know I will block you. I will block you off my videos. I will block you off I will block you. So you don't get any of the information that I share if you disrespect anybody on my lives. If you disrespect anybody on my videos, just know you will never see them again. So I have, Ronnie says her husband is paying a car note. Kiana says, nope, no car note. Sabrina, no, not paying a car note. Hold on, guys. Somebody's at my door. Hold on. All right. So, Sabrina, I am paying a car note. Aisha is paying a car note. Joanne paying a car note. Shavonda, I don't have one. I rent cars because I work from home. So this is really good. Now, here's the reason why I asked this. Because most people, they finance a vehicle, right? Most people finance a vehicle, but there's nothing wrong with that. The point in all of this is that if you're going to finance something, you want to lower your rates, or you want to get the best rate that you possibly can. There's no reason why you should be settling for the worst interest rates. There's no reason why you should go into a dealership and just tell them, well, I can afford $300 and just let them run the numbers. You should not be doing that. You should be running the numbers first. Now, for all my people that have a car note, or if you've ever had a car note, what is your current interest rate on that car note? Don't be shy. I'm not here to judge you. Nobody's here to judge you. Crystal, I am, but the business vehicles that we purchase. Okay. Shanna, 0% interest rate. Awesome. Sabrina, I stupidly bought this car, Jerry. No problem. It's okay. When we know better, we do better. Now, here's what I want to know. What is your current interest rate? Shanna says, I have a note at 0%. So that means she's not spending any money to even get that money, because that's what interest rates are, right? Interest rates are you spending money to acquire somebody else's money. That's essentially what it is. And so if you have 0% interest on your loans, car loans, you're not paying any extra money on it. So you probably have some pretty exceptional credit, Shanna. You have some pretty exceptional credit if you're getting 0% rates. So people are literally giving you money for free, essentially. Is if you're getting 0% rates, you're essentially getting money for free, which is the reason why I tell people to get the SBA loan if you're an established business. They're giving you a loan at 3-point-something%, which is phenomenal. If you're paying anything less than 4%, really, 4% or under is exceptional on anything that you're going to be paying, especially a car note. So I have 11%. Now, the funny thing is, some people may not answer this question because they don't know the interest rate on their car. You will be amazed at how many people don't know the interest rate on their car. I didn't know the interest rate on my car when I financed my vehicle. I didn't know the interest rate on it. I just knew that I was paying a car note for 72 months at $420 on like a $12,000 car. And when you really think about the math, right? When you really think about it, if you pay something for 72 months at $420, I pay $30,240 for a $12,000 car. Y'all don't see nothing wrong with that. See, that's the problem with interest rates. So what I want to do is I want to show you guys how you can shop for your car loan first. Yes, I know y'all want these shiny, beautiful, Benzes and BMWs and all these expensive, fancy schmancy stuff. That's fine. But if you're going to buy it, I want you to at least be able to afford it. I want you to at least be able to walk in there educated, knowing the kind of deal that you're going to get, rather than just settling for what they give you, So Joanne says, I don't know my interest rate. That's cool. Kendra, mine was 10%, but I had no credit and I needed a cosigner. 10% is actually relatively okay if you have, okay credit. So I don't want y'all settling for no more BS interest rates. I don't want you to be settling for no more BS notes. Some people think that you can't get a note less than $400, $300, $200. Yes, you can if you do the numbers first. If you walk into a dealership expecting them to give you the best deal, I'm sorry, that's not the way it works. The way it works is you do the research first. You put in the time first in order to get the good deal. That's your responsibility. It's not anybody else's responsibility to cut you a deal. It's not anybody else's responsibility to do the research for you. If you go into a dealership and say, hey, I want a car note, and they ask you, well, I want a, Nissan Maxima, they're going to ask you, well, how much money a month do you have to afford, how much money can you pay towards this car note? And you're going to tell them $400 a month. Oh, they're going to work those numbers in their favor, honey. They're going to max you out because you told them how much you can afford rather than telling them, hey, I got a check in hand. This is what I can afford. It's a completely different conversation when you have the money in hand. So we're not spending no more crazy money on car notes this year, okay? Not this year, not next year, not never, okay? If anything, if you pay for a car, try to pay for it in cash if you possibly can, because, it's going to lose value regardless. There's really no reason to be financing something that's going to lose money, one, and two, you're going to buy another one soon anyway, so it's just be smart. So here's what you got to do if you want to get those lower interest rates, y'all. You ready? They bank on you not knowing your info exactly and waiting on them. So y'all ready? Pop a 1 in the comments if y'all ready to learn how you can calculate this car note, this new car note that you're going to get with 0% interest and all that good stuff. All right, I see some ones in the comments. All righty, so what you want to do is first you have to determine how much you can actually afford, okay? That's one of the main reasons why car lenders ask you that, how much can you actually afford? Now, my rule of thumb, whenever I'm shopping for a car, if I'm not going to pay for it in cash, if I'm going to finance it, then I want to know, okay, well, how much can I afford? Now, I typically say it's based on 10% of my income. So 10% of my income, I can afford that much. Will I max it out? Absolutely not. I will not max it out. So if I can afford a $10,000 car note, I'm not about to go get a $10,000 car note. You know what I'm saying? So don't do that. Don't do that. Figure out how much you can afford. So if you have a $3,000 net, I go by net. I'm a net baby. Okay. I'm a net baby. I like net income versus gross. So I'm going to say if I make $3,000 a month, my car note is not going to exceed, not just the car note and the insurance are not going to exceed $300. Now, some of y'all are going to say, well, how am I supposed to be able to get the car that I want at that price? I'm sorry, baby. It doesn't matter what you want. What matters is what you can afford. What matters is what you can pay off, get back and forth to work or to the grocery store, pick up your kids. That's what matters. What you want doesn't matter. If I got everything that I want, life would be great, but I don't. We don't always get what we want. We get what we can afford. We get what we work for. That's what you get. That's what you're guaranteed to always get. So if you're like, well, Jerry, I want the Benz, but it's $600 a month. Well, you need to be making at least $6,000 or more a month in order to afford that. Stop going broke for car notes because you have other expenses you have to take into consideration. You've got light bills, you got gas bills, you got living expenses, you got traveling and those costs, insurance, maintenance. There's other expenses, life, day to day, and emergencies, things that happen. And so you have to take all of that into consideration. Needs versus wants. Yes, exactly, Antoinette. Needs versus wants. If you think to yourself, do I need it or do I want it? Do I need it or do I want it? When I see a pair of shoes or clothes or whatever, I don't buy it right away. What I usually do is I sleep on it. And the next day, if I don't feel as excited or as emotional as I did about that purchase before, then I'm just not going to buy it. Okay. So that's how I calculate what I'm going to purchase. Because most people purchase things out of emotion. So don't let your emotions keep you broke. Keep your emotions intact and do the right thing. So find out how much you can afford first. So if you can afford, let's say, a $300 payment, let's kind of reverse engineer it. First, your interest rate is one of the main things that's going to affect how much you pay. Okay. We'll run the numbers. Let's say, for instance, you want to buy a $25,000 car at a 4.979% interest rate for 4 years, no down payment. This does not include sales tax. You're going to pay $573. Now you're like, well, Jerry, how can I get that payment down? There's only a couple of different ways that you can get your payment lower. It's either if you extend the terms, right? So if you extend it out, 84 months is just irresponsible. But if you finance something at 60 months, you see the payment goes down. So if you finance it at 72 months, it goes down. If you finance it at 84 months, it goes down. The interest rate stays the same. The vehicle price stays the same. The only thing that's different is the terms. Now, I would never tell somebody to finance a car at 84 months. That's that is excessive. If you're paying on anything more than really 3-4 years, you really just shouldn't buy it. I mean, most cars break down, you start having problems, and all that stuff after about 5-6 years anyway. A lot of people complain that after they paid off the car, now their car has all these problems. You ever feel that way? Like, man, I just paid off this car and now I've got transmission and engine and all these crazy problems. Because your car it's just there to be used, and you throw it away and you get another one. So it doesn't have a lot of value. That's the reason why I tell people to stop paying so much money on it. So let's say, for instance, you want to get a $48,000 car loan at a 4.79%. That's okay, actually. It's pretty decent. Now, the only other way you're going to be able to bring that payment down even more is if you either trade in a vehicle or if you have a big down payment. So if you pay, let's say, $5,000 towards a car, not $50,000, y'all, $5,000 towards a car, right? Then you're going to have a $459 payment. Now, let's say, for instance, your sales tax. We live in the Chicagoland area. So let's say your sales tax is about 10%. We'll call it that, right? Is it calculating for me? Hold on. Let me see for a second. Okay. Yes, it's calculating for me. So let's say, for instance, you have a $25,000 car at 10% sales tax, right, on the vehicle. And then your interest rate is going to be 4.79% at 48 months. Now, let's say you extend it out to 60 months. Your payment is going to come down to $516. But if you put a down payment down, it's going to lower how much you have to pay overall. So your down payment is going to be subtracted from the vehicle price. So if you put $5,000 down, then essentially you're going to get a loan for $20,000, not for $25,000. You're going to have a $20,000 loan. Let's say you pay $10,000 towards it. Then you're going to get a $15,000 loan that you're going to finance at 4.79% at 60 months. So the reason why I show you guys this, and this is not actually going to be, it's not going to stay up forever. I'm going to put this in the university for our members to watch whenever they want to. But this is the first step to getting a car loan and a note that fits your goals, that fits your budget. You cannot expect a lender or a car agency or a dealer to do this for you. They are in business to make money. They are in business to cash out, especially on people that are ignorant. So if you walk in there and you say, well, I have a $300 budget that I can spend monthly. Okay, well, cool. They're probably going to see what your credit is, first of all. So if your credit is crazy, then you're most likely going to get, let's say, a 15% rate. Now watch the numbers, y'all. Watch the number. 15% brings you up to $416, but you just had 4%, which was $322. What about when you go up to 24%? 42%. What if you go up to 24%? That's $503. You see what I'm saying? The money that you save is in the interest rate. That's where it is. So if y'all got not so great credit, it's going to be impossible for you to save money on any loan or any money that you borrow. So do the numbers first. Find out which car is more reliable, which is going to last you the longest so that you can get your money's worth. Because if the numbers don't make sense, then you shouldn't be buying no vehicle. If they put some paperwork in front of you that says, oh, okay, well, we've got you here, Shavana, with a $400 car note on this Nissan Maxima that's a 2003. Here's the paperwork, sign it. No, read it. It shows you your interest rate. It shows you the terms that you're going to and how long you're going to be paying on it for. It shows you the sales taxes. It shows you they added any other stuff, warranties and other stuff to bring that number up there. So look, y'all, I'm giving y'all the game so you can make smarter decisions, so you can make smarter financial decisions, because it doesn't matter how much money you make. All that matters is what you do with the money that you make. It's plenty of people out here that make plenty of money, that make 60, 70, 100,000, 200,000 or more, and they're broke because they're spending all their money on stuff like this. They're spending all their money on car notes. They're spending all their money on things that have absolutely no value at all. And then they wonder why they don't have any money. Yes, sure. You can make more money, right? So you can afford more. You can do that. Or you can cut some of the costs that you already have. So if you're paying a car note right now with 24%, you probably now realize, damn, Jerry, I'm throwing money away. I probably should consider lowering my rate. And you may want to refinance. Now, refinancing has its pros and its cons. I have done a video previously, maybe about a month ago, that talked about the pros and cons of refinancing. But if you're paying high interest rates, that's where your money is going. And interest rates rob us blind, and we don't even know it. You don't even know it. You look up and you're like, where's my money going? Where is it going? It's going towards those interest payments you're paying on those car notes, those interest payments that you're paying on those personal loans, those interest payments that you're paying on even these student loans, these interest payments that you're paying on credit cards. These interest payments are robbing you blind, and you don't even know it. And the problem is we're settling for because we won't do the one simple thing that needs to be done, and that is improving our personal credit. People always talk about how cash is king. Cash is king, cash is king, cash is king. Let me tell you something. Cash is only king when you got a lot of it. So if you don't have a lot of money to buy the car out in full, a lot of people don't have money to buy the car in full. A lot of people don't have the money to buy the house in full. That's cool. But you should at least have the credit so that you can lower your interest rates and get the absolute best deal. What would your life look like if you was getting 0% interest rates all day, every day? What would your life look like if you can walk in the bank, clapping your hands, telling them up front, it's my money and I need it now? How different would your life be if you had the confidence in knowing that you'll never get denied? And even if you do, you'll know how to turn it all around because your credit score gives you the power to do it. I could talk about credit all day, every day, honey. I could talk about it all day, every day, because I know the power that unlocks when you have it. A lot of people were denied the SBA loan for their business because their credit wasn't good enough. Opportunities are passing you by every single day. Opportunities are passing you by to save the money. Opportunities are passing you by to make the investments. Opportunities are passing you by to make more money. Set yourself on a path of financial success, but you're letting it pass you by because you don't want to fix your credit. You can lower the rates, you can save the money, but you don't want to fix your credit. Bad credit is expensive. It is very expensive. And I've already demonstrated to you how. So look, y'all, I love you. I always say it. I do. I love you so much. And I want y'all to be great. But it's hard to be great when you don't have all the facts, when you don't have all the details, when you don't know how to navigate through a lot of these financial instruments that are out here available to you. Credit is not the devil. Credit is not bad. Credit can be your friend if you know how to leverage it, if you understand it. I saw this question the other day. Which would you rather have? $600,000, $600,000 or 850 credit score? Now, there's no right or wrong answer to this, honestly. But when you start talking about, oh, I just want the credit score, people start thinking you crazy. And I wonder why. Because you don't understand credit. Credit could do so much for you and your family. Credit can take you on free trips. Credit can help you get those low rates. It can get you those instant approvals. It can get you that dream house. It can get you the Mercedes with the 0%. It can get you all of that. All you got to do is work on it. That's all you got to do. So look, y'all, take this information, use it in whatever way you can. I am going to be putting this video on the university for my students so they can watch that all day, every day. Oh, by the way, I should let you know that we are running a special on the university. So what's usually $97 to get started in the university to get access to all of our premium courses, you can now get that for $47 a month. Or you can get a yearly subscription to our university and all of our premium courses for only $297 right now, which is usually $500. So you can get access to all of our trainings, all of our courses, all of our education, Credit 101, Dispute Lab, A50 Blueprint, Money Mastery, Flip Your Credit, Travel Hacker, all for $47 a month or $297 a year. I'll drop the links for you guys if you want to take advantage of it. Or if you want to start repairing and rebuilding your credit right now, you need some help, that's cool. Schedule a free consultation with me and my team. We'll be more than happy to help. I'll drop the links in the description for you guys. You can check it out. But start getting some lower interest rates. Stop going broke on these car notes. Share this video with somebody. Tag somebody in this video that you know is either wasting a lot of money on interest or somebody that's shopping for their new car. So I love y'all. Happy Wednesday. I'll be on here later with my friend Shauna Weatherspoon. We're going to be talking more credit. And then tonight, if you're a university member watching this, we do have your member orientation tonight, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you have not checked your email, check that now. That email is in your email. So we're going to be doing that orientation at 8 p.m. today. I will see my members soon, and y'all have a blessed day. Bye, y'all.